The term agriculture has been derived from a Latin word ager means field and cultura means cultivation, in the strict sense of field cultivation. The art and science of cultivating the soil, growing crops, and raising livestock is known as the agriculture. Agriculture was a significant milestone in the rise of sedentary human civilization, as it allowed people to survive by producing food surpluses from domesticated species, a method of utilizing nature's elements in order to produce plants and animals that fulfill human needs. History of agriculture. Around 10,000 years ago, farmers first began to select and cultivate food plants with specific characteristics. Agriculture first appeared in Southwest Asia, in the Fertile Crescent region of what is now known as the Middle East. That is according to the researchers of University of Oxford. In that university, there is archaeologist named James Henry Brist coined the term Fertile Crescent to describe this location's role as the birthplace of the agriculture. It has often been called cradle of civilizations as well, since both the wheel and the writing first appeared there. Modern Turkey, Iran, Iraq, Syria, Lebanon, Israel, Jordan, and Palestinian territories all include some land within the Fertile Crescent. The first agriculture was likely cultivation of wild species of plants and basic herding of livestock. As time went on, humans became more and more sophisticated at breeding the plants and livestock that best met our needs. Agriculture is important to human beings. Why? Because it forms the basis for our daily needs. It helps human beings to grow the most ideal food crops and raise the right animals with accordance to the environmental factors. Food, clothes, shelter are required for our survival. Similarly, food production is necessary for a nation's economic stability. Agriculture is vital to overall health, and it is considered as the foundation of country's economic system. Agriculture gives employment possibilities, providing food and raw materials, serve as country's development, and helps heal the environment. In the most part of the world, agriculture is an important source of livelihood. Its result contributes the nation's food safety and health. It is a reliable source of life for humanity, as well as one of the honest sources of income. Many people from developing countries rely for their livelihood is on agriculture. So that's what makes agriculture so very important. The Philippines is primarily an agriculture-dependent country. It consists of forestry, crop production, livestock farming, and aquaculture cultivation. 1/3 of land area of 30 million hectares is categorized as agricultural lands. Our agriculture in country contributed about 20% of country's GDP, 24% of total export earnings, and 46% to total employment in the last 15 years. In these last few years, cultivating 1 million hectares of land has steadily increased. The Philippines now is making efforts to modernize its agriculture sector, with both state of private companies promoting the adoption of advanced technology and smart farming methods to increase harvest and minimize losses. To support new smart farm initiatives and help reduce the impact of climate change, both government agencies and private sectors have been working with farmers to improve their understanding of sustainable farming practices. Its output will sustain the local demand and considered to be essential commodities within the country. Recently, our agriculture in country managed to grow by 0.5% in the second quarter of 2020. Production in crops and fisheries recorded increases while the livestock and poultry posted declines. It's overwhelming to know that our agriculture is still progressing despite of this pandemic we're facing.
Mark Joseph M. Leaño, and I believe agriculture is the key for the better future.